Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday, May 10th, 2023. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now, based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer. And I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has said the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is also a divine light being associated with each of them. In doing the puja, we are connecting with those light beings and inviting their positive blessings to flow into us and also into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard that's laying flat on a side table. Also, to do the puja, I have a container of water, a lit tea light, an incense stick, a bell, a raisin, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. I'll start with using some water, sprinkling water on all four sides of the blackboard chart to symbolically purify the space for the puja, sprinkling a few drops of water on top of my own head, and sending a few drops of water out into space towards all of you, so that whether you're watching this live or later on a replay, everyone is participating in a sense of being purified going into the puja. Now we start with invoking Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles and also is a patron of astrology. Om Shreem Gang, Om Shreem Gang, Om Shreem Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja. I also ask him to remove all obstacles in the lives of the participants in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of your life. I ask him to remove obstacles for all of you now and in the future. Next, we do a short channel chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us and towards our world. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank Saint Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we honor the time elements that are active in my local area. We start with the planet that rules the day. Today is Wednesday, ruled by Mercury, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put the flower petals on Mercury on the blackboard chart. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Next, we honor the star that the moon is in. At the moment, the moon is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Next, we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. In my area, we are in the 6th waning moon, called Shasti in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Shasti Devye Namaha. Om Shasti Devye Namaha. Om Shasti Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that's ruling the hour. In my local area right now, that is the moon. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the Karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Subha, which has energies that are auspicious. Subha, Subha, Subha. And the Karana that's active right now is one called Garisha, which has energies of increased effort. Garisha, Garisha, Garisha. Now, we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. We start with the ascendant sign, shown here with the letters AC for ascendant. This is in the sign of Taurus or Vrishabha in my local area, the sign coming up currently on the eastern horizon. Dr. Pillai said we would look at the ascendant sign, and then we would first start with honoring the planet that rules the ascendant sign as a gesture of his importance at the moment. Taurus is ruled by Venus. We start with honoring Venus as the ascendant ruler. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha or Taurus being the current ascendant sign. This is a sign that is an earth sign. It has very grounded energies, and it also has a great love of luxury and comforts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign, going in a clockwise direction around the chart, that has a planet in it is Mithuna or Gemini, which today contains Venus. We honor Venus. I put flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star called Ardra, a star symbolized as a teardrop of compassion. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Ardra star is ruled by Rudra, a fierce form of Shiva in which he destroys negativities within and without. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Ardra star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Gemini, which is Mercury, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Matuna or Gemini, a sign with a great range of energies, today containing Venus, planet of love and beauty and joy, planet of diplomacy, and also planet that helps us to enjoy material comforts and also the arts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign that has a planet in it is Karkata or Cancer, which today has the moon. The moon just moved into Cancer earlier this morning in my area. Mars, this is Mars. Mars is not comfortable to be in Cancer. Cancer is a very feminine energy sign, and Mars is a very masculine planet. So he's a little bit a fish out of water here. So we'll give him some love this morning for having moved into Cancer. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Purnavasu, a star symbolized as a quiver of arrows, a star associated with freedom. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Purnuvasaye Namaha. Om Purnuvasaye Namaha. Om Purnuvasaye Namaha. Purnavasu's star is ruled by Aditi, a goddess who is a mother of many of the gods. We ask for her blessings, and I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Aditye Namaha. Om Aditye Namaha. Om Aditye Namaha. Purnavasu's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Cancer, which is the moon. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Karkata or Cancer, the most emotionally sensitive of all of the signs. Today, containing Mars, planet that likes to take practical action to solve problems, a planet that is both a healer and a protector. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Continuing in a clockwise direction, the next Rasi or sign that has a planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. We honor Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati, a star symbolized as young shoots of plants blowing in the wind. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati's star is ruled by Vayu, archetype who rules the wind and the air element. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Swati star, which is Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that has energies for balance, fairness, harmony, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Danas or Sagittarius, which today contains the moon. We honor the moon, and I put flower petals on him. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Sagittarius, which is Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Danas or Sagittarius, the most idealistic and noble-minded of all the zodiac signs, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and also our receptivity to light. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is also in a star called Uttarashada. The star spans across both of the zodiac signs of Sagittarius and Capricorn. We honor Uttarashada star because Pluto is in it. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities. Today, containing Pluto, a planet that helps with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn. We honor Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Satabisha, a star symbolized as an empty circle, and a star with so much healing energy that its nickname is 100 Physicians. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Satabisha's star is ruled by Varuna, archetype who controls the rain and the oceans. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Satabisha's star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian, the most service-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Saturn, planet of patience, compassion, structure, and longevity. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Neptune. We honor Neptune, and I put flower petals on him on the blackboard chart. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purvabhadrapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can give blessings to help us towards enlightenment, charity, purification. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada's star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. We ask for his blessings, and I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada's star is ruled by Jupiter. We put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. We put more flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, the most transcendental and metaphysical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that helps us with intuition and also helps us to understand our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Misha, or Aries, which today contains Jupiter, Rahu, Mercury retrograde, Uranus, and the Sun. Yesterday, the Sun was at a little bit slightly ahead of Uranus. It has crossed over it and now is in a slightly larger degree today. We're going to start with honoring Jupiter, Rahu, and Mercury, who is retrograde, and all of these three are in the same star. So we're going to honor all three of them before we invoke the star. I start with Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Next, we honor Rahu for being in Aries. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor Mercury retrograde for being in Aries. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we honor the star that all three of them are in. Jupiter, Rahu, and Mercury retrograde are all in the star of Ashwini, a star that can give blessings for speed and for healing. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, horse-headed twins who have tremendous healing abilities and are sometimes called the physicians of the gods. I put the flower petals across Jupiter, Rahu, and Mercury. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we're going to honor Uranus and the Sun, who are both in the same star. We will honor both of them before we invoke the star. I start with Uranus. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Next, we honor the Sun for being in Aries, a place where the Sun is exalted or most comfortable. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Uranus and the Sun are both in a star called Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or power. Om Bharani Namaha. Om Bharani Namaha. Om Bharani Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. We ask him to help us to be just and merciful towards others, and for there to be justice in our world. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Barney's star is ruled by Venus. We put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign with very active energy, today containing Jupiter, planet that helps with everything related to spirituality, and also a planet that can help with wealth, and Rahu, a planet that helps us to think outside the box, and Mercury, retrograde, planet that helps with communication, business, and helps us with a sense of humor. Uranus, planet that helps with creativity, success in life, higher intelligence, and astrology. And the sun, which is our soul, and a planet so important for our health and for our self-esteem, and also a planet that can literally give us a sunny disposition, help us to be cheerful. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle a lit tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings we have just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element and also a sweet fragrance, and I circle that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. And now I ring a bell to offer the element of sound. Now I take a raisin, a small fruit representing the earth element, and I circle that around the chart in the air 3 times in a clockwise direction. And later in the day, I will eat that raisin as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them all to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us and into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, a safe place to live, clean air to breathe, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a vow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we have time for a short Q&A period. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for joining us. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. Right now we have time for a short question answer period. If you post a question in the chat, I will do my best to try to answer it. Again, Mars changed signs earlier today. He moved into Cancer, a sign where he does feel a bit frustrated because he is a very masculine planet and he has just moved into a very feminine sign. So you may just want to be a little bit on guard for feelings of frustration or impatience and allow yourself to cool down if those get triggered, and to focus on more of the positive part of Mars, the part of him that likes to take action, to solve problems that can be solved. So to maybe use that energy constructively to get something done, clean something up, get your errands accomplished, that type of thing. That's a good use of the Mars energy during this period. Okay, checking the chat to see if there's any questions. I enjoy watching you guys exchange greetings with each other. And whether you post in the chat or not, you're all very welcome to be here, and you're all very appreciated to be part of this prayer circle, invoking the planets and the stars and the archetypes to send their blessings into us and also into our world. We don't know how much good sometimes prayers can do, but I do know that prayers are something that really do help beyond anything that we see with our physical eye. So thank you for being here for that. Okay, not seeing any questions in the chat, so I'll go ahead and want to be respectful to your time. We very much appreciate it when you click on the like button and when you subscribe to the channel, as it helps the channel to grow. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. I'll see you again tomorrow. Namaste.